I'd like to officially welcome all my honorable guests. I thank His Lordship, Most Reverend Dr. Pauline Chukwemeka Ezoka, the Catholic Bishop of OKPUNO, for accepting to be the chief celebrant of the Monday event. The rector of this great seminary, Very Reverend Father Dr. Cyril, the HOD, Philosophy Department, Very Reverend Dr. Philip Akinone, all the formators and lecturers of the seminary, all the Reverend Fathers and Reverend Sisters, seniors, who granted me the honor of using their person. You know, the sort of dream that seems to have originated from nowhere, yet one was always aware of its existence. One could actually feel it and could be directed by it unconsciously at first until it becomes a reality, a presence. I didn't know for sure what gave birth to this dream of mine or when it all started, but I can always pin it down to the very day in class while waiting for our next lecture in my education department during my undergraduate days in 2012. My classmate John Bosco, who was innocently scrolling through the blurry images of my Nokia Asha 2010, came across a sketch I made of two of my friends. I was like, wow, you know how to draw. Yes, since I was a child, I answered. He went ahead to persuasively ask me to allow him teach me how to draw professionally, free of charge. Funny enough, I wasn't interested, but he convinced me of some of the benefits of being an artist, including painting. I immediately became interested, so I accepted, and my art journey kicked off. Of course, it is natural to want to know more, so I became inquisitive to learn more. My quest for more artistic skills grew and made me scout for even graphic designers and photographers, but couldn't find a capable hand at the time. I started losing hope that maybe it's not actually my calling, truly my calling. Although I would always feel a certain high level of enthusiasm each time I took a paper and pencil to draw. It usually felt like a certain possession by a god, or a divine inspiration, or an intense feeling that carries me away until I was done at peace. Truth is, sometimes I marvel at what my hands created. In 2016, even when I didn't feel right about it, I carried my CV from school to school seeking for teaching job. After all, I'm an educationist by profession and was running a master's in accounting education. But because it's a divine mandate, I met a great artist, Mr. Chukwu Chinegu. I believe he's here already. He was designing a mural in one of the school walls I came to apply in. We had some conversations about my interest in painting, and he instantly volunteered to teach me how to paint, starting from the core basics. That was the end of my job hunting and the beginning of my art painting career till date. Oganedu, thank you so much. It took about 8 to 10 hours each day of the week for about 26,688 days in approximately 48 months, which is 4 years, to put all these beautiful art pieces together. Please go and That is why, whenever you buy something from an artist, you are buying more than an object. You are buying hundreds of hours of errors and experimentation. You are buying years of frustration and moments of pure joy. You are not just buying one thing. You are buying a piece of a heart, a piece of a soul, a piece of someone else's life, beautiful stories. In what Dr. Razinga Wobbe, in his aesthetic lecture, described as the sacredness of art. It was the very first painting I made, not the essence of a tutor or a guidance or anything. So it was the very first one I made my own special. Having seen my journey so far, hence the title of this exhibition, The Suspension of Disbelief, I conquered a doubt I had in myself. And since this exhibition, being the first, will set me out as a professional artist, I decided to begin with God, who has been the source of my inspiration, to sustain me and continue to be with me till the end. Once again, I thank His Lordship for giving me the privilege of kicking off into my professional art career as an artist with the very foundation of the spirituality I have. Thank you. I also want to use this opportunity to appreciate These very distinguished professional colleagues, art critics, and mentor, Barrister Harris Eze, the founder of OKPUNO Foundation, Mr. Tayo, Mr. Solomon Ibrahim, former MD ABS, Chief Uchenwar Ezudu. I thank my parents for all their support and prayers, and my team members, especially Dr. Razinga, who has been the bedrock, pillar, and support to this my humble foundation. I hope you find a piece of art that suits your heart and your home. Try not to live without one for yourself. There will be a certificate of authenticity attached to it. Thank you all for listening, for your time, and most importantly, for being here. Enjoy the rest of the day as we kick off this glorious day. This exhibition, my maiden solo exhibition, is which kick-started off today in the 10th of May until 12th of this month. So from now to 2 days time, which is ongoing, so you can come in and check any work, pick any work. We are right at Dr. Paul's second major seminary. So you're welcome. Thank you.